What's up everybody, welcome to Best Massage Tech, where today I'm doing a comparison between the Hyperice Hypervolt GO and the Ekrin Bantam. So before I dive into the review, I just want to give a quick background on both companies. Hyperice, which is the company that makes the Hypervolt GO, their kind of flagship product is the Hypervolt. They also have the Hypervolt Plus. Ekrin, probably a little bit of a lesser known company. They only make massage guns, and they also have two other massage guns besides the Bantam. They have the B37 and the B37S. So comparably speaking, the Hypervolt Plus would be comparable to the B37S. The Hypervolt would be comparable to the B37, and then the Bantam and the Hypervolt GO are kind of the comparison. It's the third tier device for both of their product lines, being the smallest device of both of them. Both of them kind of call it a mini massage gun. You'll see here, obviously the Bantam is a little bit smaller. So the way I'm going to take a look at this is I'm going to talk about what comes with them, what the specs are, talk a little bit about usage and how they feel. So just to start, in terms of sitting in my hand, the Hypervolt GO is definitely much bigger. You'll see in terms of gripping the handles here, I'd say the Bantam is probably about 20% smaller in terms of diameter. So in my hand, definitely the Bantam would fit better for someone with a smaller hand. The GO feels good in my hands. Both of them are nice, good, easy to use. Overall size, again, the Bantam is probably about 20% smaller in terms of height, and just overall a little bit smaller. You see the attachment heads there. The attachment head on the GO is a little bit larger diameter than it is with the Bantam. In terms of hand feel, the Hypervolt GO has a rubberized handle on it, whereas the Bantam does not. The Bantam is the same feel of the entire device. It's kind of a matte plastic. Versus the GO, you've got the rubberized handle, and then you sort of have the matte plastic on the device itself. To turn both of the devices on, the Ekrin has a power button that you just press and hold on the bottom. The Hypervolt GO has a button that you have to press and hold that's kind of in the trigger location. Now the stall force on both of these devices is relatively different. So the Hypervolt GO, I've tested it to be somewhere, what I'm going to guess to be around 10 pounds of stall force. They don't advertise it anywhere on their site in terms of what it is, versus the Bantam has a stall force of 35 pounds. So I will show that here quickly just for a comparison. So again, to turn the Hypervolt GO on, you just press and hold the button, and I'm going to put them both on their highest speed when I test this. So this is a 3-speed device. So this is the stall force test for the Hypervolt GO. I'm just going to press it against my hand. So there's 3 of that. And then I'll try the Bantam here. Same thing. So you see you have to push quite a bit harder there to get the Bantam to stall out. Now the stroke length on both of these devices is actually the same distance, so they both move 10 millimeters. So that's the distance that this massage head is going to be moving away from the device. For me, that's somewhat of a vibrational feel, but again, that's a personal preference. A lot of massage guns, even full-size devices, only come in at 10 millimeters. So the fact that both of these are at 10 millimeters is a pretty good showing for such small devices. Now the Hypervolt GO only comes with 2 different attachment heads. So you'll see here I have the flat attachment head in it. It also comes with a hard plastic bullet attachment, where the Bantam comes with actually 4 different attachment heads. So I also have the flat attachment head here in the Bantam. It also comes with a hard plastic fork attachment, a hard plastic bullet attachment, and then it has a round ball attachment that's a little bit softer. It's kind of just like an air pocket that's made out of real soft rubber. So for some more sensitive areas, you can switch that in. In order to change the attachments in both of them, you do just need to give it a little twist and pull, and then you can just press the other attachment in. So that's the Bantam with the bullet, and then I'll do the same thing for the Hypervolt GO, just to show what they both look like with their bullet attachment in them. So again, same thing. You see the attachment head is just a little bit bigger on the Hypervolt GO. The Hypervolt GO is a 3-speed device. So is the Bantam. The Bantam goes up to 3,200 percussions per minute. Hypervolt does not advertise what theirs goes up to, but based on my experience, I'm estimating that that's also 3,200 percussions per minute. Neither of them are an adjustable device, so the angle that it comes at is a fixed angle. You can't adjust it to different angles. And they both have a very similar shape. You'll see there's a slight angle to the actual part that the massage head comes out of. I'm estimating that they're both probably about, if you're gonna take this as 90 degrees, it would be about 110 to 115 degree angle on both of them. They almost look like, if this was the Hypervolt GO, that this could be the Hypervolt Mini, just that it's really the exact same shape, but even smaller. So that's, a comparison there. The battery life, the Hypervolt GO, they advertise that the battery can last up to 2.5 or more hours. The Bantam advertised at 6 hours. Again, with all devices like this, it's going to depend on how long you're using it for, what speed you're using it on, how much pressure you're applying. So if the motor's having to work super hard, obviously it's going to burn the battery out quicker. But those estimates are typically based on the lowest speed with interval uses of usually 10 to 20 minutes. Neither of them have removable batteries. So if it comes to traveling or anything and you're concerned about wanting to take the battery out, you cannot do so. In terms of noise, I've had some issues with my Hypervolt GO. If any of you have seen my original review video of just the solo device here, I've had some issues when I use the flathead attachment that it is a little bit loud with the rubber gasket kind of making a noise back and forth, but roughly they're pretty similar in noise. The Bantam, I measure between 60 and 72 decibels. The Hypervolt GO, when I'm using the bullet attachment, is right around 65 to 75 decibels. So I'll go ahead and turn them both on here again, just so you guys can hear a noise comparison. So here's the Hypervolt GO. This is the lowest speed, and I'll hold it by my mic here. All the way up to the highest speed here. And then I'm gonna turn it off. And then turn the Bantam on. So this is the Bantam on its quietest speed and on its highest speed. So with both devices, you're not gonna really disturb anybody using it unless you have the same issue that I had with the Hypervolt GO with the flathead attachment, where it does get a little bit louder. It actually reminds me as a kid when I used to put like playing cards on my bicycle spokes. It kind of has that sound, but if you're curious to see that a little bit more in detail, go ahead and watch the full review that I'll link down below of just this device. In terms of weight, this device, that Bantam, is going to be lighter at 1.1 pounds versus the Hypervolt GO is at 1.5 pounds. And again, because it is 20% bigger, it makes sense that it's slightly heavier. For both of them, most of the weight is in the top half of the device where the motor is. You don't really feel much weight in where you would expect the battery to be. So they are both a little bit more top heavy. The Hypervolt GO does not come with a case. The Bantam does come with a case. The case right here, I'd say is about, maybe 6 inches by 6 inches, has a nice carry handle, has 2 zippers with a little rubberized feel. Everything comes with the device, fits inside the case. So you have all your attachment heads. There's a space kind of for everything. Show that here quick. So this just goes in. It does have to have the round head attachment in it to fit inside the case. So I'm just gonna swap that quick just so you guys can see what that looks like in the case. So really nice and convenient that it comes with that case. In terms of price point, the Hypervolt GO comes in at $199. You can buy it in a few different places. I got mine from Best Buy. You can also buy it directly from Hypervolt. You can buy it on Amazon. The Bantam is $160. You can buy this, I believe, only on Bantam, on Ekrin's website. You might be able to get it on Amazon as well. I'll put links down below if you guys are interested in buying either. I do have a discount link for the Bantam as well. I'll include that in the description if you're interested. So in terms of price point, you're getting, this device is about $40 more. You're getting a lower stall force, the same stroke length, you're getting 2 less attachments, and you don't get a case. So for dollar value, in my mind, the Bantam is the better device between these two. A couple other notes, neither of these has any sort of Bluetooth compatibility. So Hyper Ice does have a Bluetooth app that their full-size devices are able to connect with and actually control the device. Ekrin does not have any sort of app, but neither of these devices have Bluetooth connectivity. One thing that I like about the Hypervolt GO is that the attachment heads are compatible with all their other generations of devices. So if you have a full-size device, you can use the same attachments. Not necessarily the case with the Bantam, specifically with the B37S. Those attachment heads are completely different in how they go in and out of their device, so you cannot use those, but you do get all 4 of the attachments with that, so that's the trade-off there. So if I were to declare a winner or something that I would prefer between the two, to me, the obvious winner is the Ekrin Bantam. Just at a cheaper price point, you get a lot more of the device with a higher stall force, the same exact stroke length, longer battery life, and you get the case. One last thing I'll mention too is how these devices charge. So the Ekrin Bantam has a USB-C charger, whereas the Hypervolt GO just plugs into a normal wall outlet. It's not USB-C at all. So you can just use a cell phone block with the cord to charge this. This you need to have a wall outlet to charge. So just my quick side-by-side thought comparison between the two. I know they're both relatively popular among Google searches and YouTube searches, so hopefully this video helped you. If you have any specific questions about either of these devices, go ahead, drop it down in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer those. If you have something lengthier to ask, feel free to shoot me an email at bestmassagetechnology@gmail.com. But anyways, that is a comparison between the Ekrin Bantam and the Hypervolt GO. Thanks for watching.